open the curtains. All right. I'm back. All right. Let's see. Let's do weekend energy. I'm trying to make this quick, so hoping not to jinx myself. Knock, knock, knock. Wood. Knock, knock, knock. Might be something with gnomes, because I'm looking at when I first originally turned my head, I had this little gnome, this little guy, and then when I turn my head over here, I have the gnome over there. Okay, so might be something with gnomes. It could represent protection. Let's do water, earth, fire, air. I'm curious to know if we did that same order last weekend. All right. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm not trying to rush, but I'm trying to. I got stuff to do. And you know me. So, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Mind you, this deck, the depiction is all feminine. Good morning, guys. Good morning. I'm attempting not to do the chat to get this done a little quicker. I feel like I'm jinxing myself every time I say it. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, weekend energy. Yeah. King of Cups, Page of Pence. Why do I feel like there's a big glare? All right. Maybe, just maybe. Oh. Is that way better? Oh, I think that way is better. All right. It's better. She says she will. She says she's better. Or something like that. Let me just move with the cats. So, King of Cups, Page of Pence. There is some fantasizing. There is the sun. You do have a Pisces, you have a Leo, you have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Good morning, everybody. King of Cups, Page of Pence, the sun. Okay. It's quiet. I almost feel Virgo energy here. I don't know if there's a Virgo, Scorpio, Leo, Pisces, Libra. So somebody's working with a lot of elements here. Music can be important. If you have cactuses, put them in the window. I mean, majority of the time your cactus isn't in the window or near the window, but this is like mm, I'm getting night vision, but there's something with cactus. I don't know if you're doing it for health purposes, if it's almost like charging your cactus, or I've never had that message come in. Um, prickly pear. I know that's a cactus. Kind of stubborn energy. Uh, this is like fascination, but I don't, but stubborn. I'm feeling fantasy with the Page of Pence, but it's reliability. I'm digging the Sun card. I don't know if you're dealing with somebody who 60s, 70s, like it was kind of like their era, or just very hippie, just kind of getting hippie. Um, Ukulele. That's not even a ukulele, but I was pulled to the ukulele. I mean, that could be a ukulele. White oriander. White oriander. Isn't that a poisonous flower? You have a Scorpio right, a scorpion right there. That's like a poison. That girl is poison. So I guess I'm not really looking at it like too big of a deal. These kinds are talking. So let's stick with these for a minute. I feel like someone's being bratty. You have the Four of Pence and the Ten of Pence under the King of Cups. So okay. So this energy is possibly holding back. I mean, it can be my feminine too, guys, and you're just like in a masculine energy. I don't really get greed. There, someone could be greedy right now, and it's all about working on their legacy, their Ten of Pentacles, their long term, their work. But it's unhappy. Could be a lot of greedy people around. There could be some type of addiction to money or dealing with something. I do feel like there's a possible past life scenario here with this masculine energy, not necessarily with you. It's like their own thing. But I get a raccoon. It's kind of mischievous energy. There's a raccoon, a frog, and a Scorpio. So I don't know if they have some type of link to animal or if that's just extra messages for you guys. Um, you have the Empress underneath the deck, though, so I don't know if this energy is holding back towards a feminine energy, towards a mother, a grandmother. It doesn't really feel like that. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles. It could be somebody that just sees also something long term. Seven of Wands, bravery, and Goldfish. Right now it seems to be all masculine energy. So I don't really look at the Page of Pentacles as an apology per se. It's typically something that's already started, or just kind of like you're already working on it. It is a messenger. But it looks like something looks blocked. Someone could be being a little too logical about their approach. Talking about the Sun, this is like slower energy. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles. I do feel like someone's like fond of you. But there's something with these eyes. I, baby tonight, the DJ got us falling in love again. I don't see a scenario like that, but on the Knight of Pentacles, this is all masculine energy right here. You can be the Sun, they could be the Sun. This talks about some type of clarity or giving clarity or longevity. There's not enough ingredients here to make a cake, or I split it at third party and devotion. This could just be somebody who works a lot. The Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, puts all their energy and possibly passion into work, because the King of Cups does speak of passion. So to you, it could be like, look, you're putting your passion in the wrong places. Like the Sun can speak of passion too, right? But it's like the Sun is supposed to be bright, cheery, but the Sun is looking right at the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles looking at this one. It's almost like it's conscious. Their conscious is talking to them. What's the overall energy here with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces? Overall weekend energy. You have mirroring, understanding, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Muse. So we have inspiration, understanding, Muse. I don't know if you're both wanting to understand something, if the conscious and subconscious is trying to understand something and place something, put something together. Kind of very melancholy, quiet, reserved, frustrated. I don't typically look at men as being like bratty, but maybe just like sarcastic. No, it's more than just sarcasm. It's like I almost feel like someone has an offer or an idea, because you do have the Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. But it's like they're either being greedy when it comes to their time, their money, their energy. It's like sulking. But there could be a turnaround. But you could be sulking too, because there's a mirroring here. But somebody's really inspired by you, fond of you. There's like a fonding here. Is fonding a word? That sounds like procreating or something. Fonding. It sounds dirty, but not dirty. I don't think that's a word. They're fond. They're fond of you. But if you're fonding, it's like fondue. Yeah, we're going fonding tonight. Don't mind if we do. Is fonding a word? It makes me think of forefathers. You know, it wants to say finding. Fonding. Like fornication. Like, it can't be a word. No, it's just fond. I guess I can't add my ing. Oh, in the Urban Dictionary I can. Guys, don't you just love court? I'm telling you. If I make it big one day, I am at least adding 2 words to the dictionary, and side words is the first one fucking being recorded. So a warm, fuzzy feeling you have for another person, someone having an affection for, love. I'm always happy around my friend because I am fond of her. So in the Urban Dictionary, I don't know if the Urban Dictionary counts. I mean, in my world it does, because, you know. But if the millennials came up with that, then it doesn't count. Anywho, it's just a fond feeling, bottom of the deck. Ah, Ace of Cups, fondness. Maybe that's what I was sensing this whole time, was this card, because it told me to look at the bottom of the deck. So that had to have been what I was picking up on. And then you have the 8 of Pence. Yeah, see, there's something with frickin' work here. Let's just see what this mirroring is, because I think it's 2 of you mirroring. I think it's both of you. So I don't know if you're both kind of, I don't see feminine energy here though. So I can't pick up on your vibe. I don't know if they're keeping an eye on you, hoping what's that song? Hoping you understand. I got 4 or 5 seconds for wildin', 3 more days to Friday. I wanna make it back home by Monday morning. I swear. 4 or 5 seconds from wildin'. So mirroring, we got action and balancing of the scales. So you both want something to happen. You both want balance. You both want, I don't think you both want to be right, because you have understanding and muse, right? So it's like you both want something. You both want synergy. You both want reciprocity. You both want mutual respect. You both want something. It's like you both want the green light. When I was in bed last night, I was falling asleep, and then I saw 2 lights again. Yesterday's read, I saw lights too. What it felt like a stoplight. The first one I saw went from red and then to white. So I thought it was more of like an ambulance. I didn't know if it was in the sky. And then the second one was all right, white, but it almost reminded me of like a smoke detector light, something like that. So I don't know what's going on with these lights that I'm seeing. Why did I just get pulled to that? I don't know if you guys are seeing lights. I don't know. And now look at my throat. Jeez. So both kind of wanting something here. Chariot, when I split the deck, Princess of Cups, someone could be coming towards you. Four of Pens, the Chariot. So someone's kind of holding back before they make a move. Or they say something. Oh, yeah. It's not the mirroring, because I was like 4 or 5 seconds from wildin'. It's not the mirror, it's the understanding card. That happens every time. That song, Rihanna, 4 or 5 seconds, comes through every time this card comes out, almost every time. If there's music attached to something, that's always the song. It's like a staple. I kind of see an angel in the angel rays. I mean, a bird. No. It's gonna be, yeah, no. See, this is a different type of light. It almost reminds me of like when fireworks or lights from a street light and it just hits like, I don't know if you guys can see what I'm seeing. It's almost like I can't tell. I mean, some could say UFO lights. It just reminds me of like smoke. Not, no. I don't know. Help me out, guys. It reminds me of like like if you were to throw a snowball in the air and you took a bat to it and it all went psh, that's what I'm getting. So you know how when they do like gender reveals and smoke comes out like blue, I almost said gold, but it'd be blue or pink or yeah, any color really, right? Um it's like that. So I don't smoke something. I don't. It's like snow. It's like a haze. I don't know. Mingya. What is this understanding? I mean, this understanding can be so many different things. Like I don't know if you guys got in an argument. I don't know if you will get in an argument. I don't know if like this is why somebody is holding back. Like it could be a work thing. Dark night of the soul. I just this is material world. I just heard material things. And then I just got pulled to his dark materials. That new season is out. I started watching it last night actually. It is a pretty cool show. So it's the word material. And then I got dark. Yeah, see, living in a material world. I am a material girl. Material world, karmic partner, fresh start. I mean, it could be a karmic thing, somebody just a workaholic. You do have all work. You have the page of pens, knight of pens, the 10 of pens. Someone's going through the dark night of the soul. If anything, I don't feel a dark night of the soul. If anything, I would feel shadow work. But apparently I could be wrong. I mean, it is more melancholy and anger. Well, see, I can. So I don't know if spirit is deciding whether it be the dark night of the soul or shadow work. Obviously, they decided on the dark night of the soul because it's here. So it's like really needing to get to like the true essence of like something. Dark night of the soul is just having a deeper sense of purpose, connections, not being dependent on certain things, not needing to explain yourself to anybody. It's kind of like a rebirth energy, guys. Um, it's kind of like when you feel like nobody, but you become somebody. It's like it's definitely a difficult, painful situation in someone's life, right? Like a breakup of a marriage, a diagnosis of like a life-threatening illness. Like it's I don't see that here though. That's why I feel like it's more shadow work, but apparently spirit's saying it's dark night of the soul. So this is what this energy is going through, or you, but I want to say it looks more like the masculine. Please forgive me. The Knight of Pence isn't usually an apology. So it doesn't look like someone owes you an apology. They, that's what I'm saying. That felt like an apology too. So I don't know if somebody's hiding the fact that maybe they just don't want to apologize. I see. It's very strange. It doesn't feel like ego getting in the way. Well, it does though if you think about it, because the Knight of Cups can be extremely egotistical, especially if it's an arrogant energy. This depiction is more arrogance. So someone's going through a hard time. I don't know if they're gonna explain it to you. Typically, people going through a dark night of the soul are not too communicative about stuff, but someone really kind of admires you. They're inspired by you. They got feelings for you. They're fond of you. It's got to be you. You're not here, but you kind of both want the same thing. You both want something to be fair, or again, mutual respect, mutual feelings moving forward. So I don't know if something stopped. It doesn't look like a stop though, because this is communication. But you have 7 of Wands. So it's like needing brave to communicate, but the 7 of Wands can also be a blockage. And I don't see a lot of talking. I don't know if spirit's restricting something. I can't be positive here. Uh, let's see what this Page of Pence is thinking, because it feels like fantasy. Isn't there a song like Fantasy Girl? Fantasy. So picking and choosing what direction they want to go in with the 2 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So then there is a need for balance here. Something needs to be balanced out, worked on. There is understanding. And it pulled me right back to that song. 4 or 5 seconds from wildin'. I got 3 more days to Friday. I wanna make it back home. So I don't necessarily think that song is about freedom, but I just heard freedom. What does 3, 4 seconds from wildin' Rihanna mean? 4 or 5 seconds. What am I doing? I'm like 3, 4, 4, 5. I just want the lyrics. No, I want to know what it's about. Now 4 or 5 seconds from wildin'. 3 more days to Friday. Paul McCartney? Is that the original? In general, the song is about Rihanna getting drunk at 12 a.m. on a Tuesday and getting ready to flip the fuck out based on what somebody said on Monday. That makes so much sense. That's fucking Courtney all day. I do that shit. I didn't even listen to my own read last week. Where don't get angry. Ba 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 ba. Stay calm. Fuck you. Yeah, okay. So we all been there. That's so fucking me sometimes. It really is. I shouldn't be laughing at that, but I mean, we've all been there. And it's not even about like getting drunk and running my mouth. It's just like me holding back or not saying anything. And then feelings, energy creeps in, and all of a sudden it's like wilding out, which I just got pulled to that show, which is all about kind of like that show is like, what's wilding out? They sing, right? They they rap battle, something like that, right? Um, but basically 12 a.m. on Tuesday, getting ready to flip the fuck out based on what somebody said on Monday, which is weird because didn't I say something about holy shit? It happened to me on Wednesday though. Didn't I say Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then something what Sunday's gonna happen again on Tuesday? But I ended up having like a little, I wouldn't say I flipped out, but maybe in my I don't know. But it happened on Wednesday. So much for taking my own advice, right? But sometimes it's like, fuck that shit. I'm all set repeating something when I've already learned something. So the fact that I'm expressing this means you might have just experienced something like I just did in the last few days. It can be so many things, and it's with this particular person. Because I don't think you're trying to understand. And it's probably because somebody's not explaining something. It's like work, 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 work. Now you got Rihanna just coming out because she sings that song too. On the surface, it looks like a bunch of drunk phone calls or drunken thoughts, yet it gives us insights to a character's mind. So maybe somebody needs to look a little deeper into the text messages. Maybe they were just reading something on the surface or trying to pick up something in between, but they need to look deeper. So somebody's not going deep. That might be a problem. Maybe you have the type of connection, and I'm getting pulled to the dark night of the soul. I took I took photos yesterday. I meant to take them all, but I didn't. But I really liked these photos. And it's almost like blood, but it's like when you can reach that type of passion, then we can talk. I got a lot of Scorp in my chart, guys. Like I love depth, right? So to me, it's like I know it's dark, but there's so much beauty and passion and no words that even need to be spoken. So, and I'm kind of picking up on that with the whole Dark Night of the Soul thing happening here. Um, and ironically enough, there is purple in this. And I don't even know if it's blood, but it looks like it. It's just, it's depth. It speaks volumes. Like his thoughts, his energy being projected this way. It's just, anywho, it just might be a court thing. But it's like dark, but like not dark. But I'm kind of picking up on that too. So someone needs to pick up on the depth of something, and they're just looking at the surface. So maybe because this type of energy, Like with the Knight of Cups, the Sun, fondness, like there's depth there. If you both want mutual understanding, respect, action. So I don't know if there's like someone just has no time to feel depth or energy or feelings. But this person is really inspired by you. They're fond of you. This doesn't look like, I don't, it's almost like you can't tell what it looks like. And I wouldn't even say they're mysterious. I think they got a one-tracked brain right now. And it could just be all work. It could be karmic. That karmic partner, that third party could just be work. But it's like wanting to go in a new direction, deciding to go in a new direction, but then it's like this is wanting and going, and your mind's made up. The Two of Swords is actually making your mind up. So I guess this energy is looking at it like I need to do this or go in this type of direction, but still, I don't know. So I don't know if it's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I don't. So much for this being quick. Tell me about this Knight of Pence. Something's brewing though. It came out reversed, but it's the King of Cups, so it's the same energy. But then you have Temperance here, so it's at the bottom of the deck, so it's like balance. And then you got the King of Wands wanting to come in, but the Seven of Wands. So it's still the same energy going towards a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But not really, because they're holding back. Or they're trying to figure out how to do it. I don't know if they hurt you, they've disappointed you. You got 2 3s, 2 2s. So it feels like this already possibly could have happened, or it's going to happen this weekend, and or somebody's not understanding and spirit wanted them to understand, spirit wanted them to look a little deeper, and they just didn't have time to look deeper. Work's priority. But this energy is not saying something. But it looks like they're talking. So what's the Sun? King of Cups. It's just going to give me the same energy, but then you got the Four of Swords trying to figure out. Maybe they want to shed light on something, or they're trying to understand their feelings. This is somebody who's got feelings for you, love for you. It doesn't have to be sexual. It could be a boss. It could be a family member. Queen of Cups here too, though. So I don't know, future partner, or you guys are just the same element. They're just kind of thinking about it, daydreaming, fantasize. So it's more fantasizing, not really taking action, or they're trying to figure out how to give clarity or bring something to light. It could just be a friendship with the Three of Cups, but the Princess of Cups tells me that at some point there's been feelings, and this princess looks like they're moving forward. But you do have the Sun, so you guys might be going towards the Sun. But with the judgment call being reversed here, it's almost like not wanting to make the judgment call, the Queen of Swords. So I don't know if the Queen of Swords is like off with your head, like been there, done this, not doing this. So something had to have happened between this connection and you guys, but it's not telling me that. It's almost like everything's at the surface, but nothing's at the surface. This person has a good poker face. I mean, I can see in the eyes and what I'm seeing. There's like some sorrow, some melancholy, just I wouldn't say regret, but just like very indecisive. But this is an energy that's typically decisive. So I don't know if because Dark Night of the Soul came out, somebody bypassed something like they must have bypassed something you said, did, or something somebody said, did, didn't do. Like maybe with those reads, remember, it's projection and bypass, and maybe it can be the opposite way now. It could just be like you projected something in a positive way, possibly, but they bypassed it, or you projected something that they needed to look deeper and they bypassed it because we were reading it differently. Do you see? So, see how tarot works and how it's different for everybody? Someone needs to speak up. Okay. It doesn't look awful, but I could have kept reading on that. So we're going to clear the energy because this is just the weekend energy. So we don't need to be telling a novel here. Because I don't even think you can get past page 4. There's so much stuff that could be said there. So you could just be dealing with somebody who kind of is bypassing their own feelings, your feelings. But then it's like somebody that kind of gets in tuned with something, and if they're not getting in tuned with something, then Spirit's going to make sure they feel that dark night of the soul. Remember, we've been talking about soul contracts. They want me to bring that up. So I feel like if you bypass a soul contract, you're instantly going to start feeling all sorts of feelings, whether you want it or don't want it. But if somebody else bypasses it when you know they shouldn't be bypassing it, shit gets tricky. But if so much time has passed, sometimes it can be bypassed. You got the Sun and the 5 of Swords. You could be arguing with a Leo, with it being a Sun. You got the Magician at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, Spirit might decide to just... No, you can't just swap out a soul contract. What time is that? I just saw 15:15. I gotta help my mother out the door. Spiritual meaning of 15:15. The main meaning behind the 15:15, that you should keep an eye out for changes or opportunities coming into your life. In addition, it's a very spiritual number associated with love, romance. (15:15) important message to do what changes in your life will bring auspicious new opportunities, enhance and enrich your life, your thoughts, your words, positive affirmation, attitude. Be inspired to take action towards pursuing new opportunities appearing in your life. Take full advantage. Benefit to you, others, positive changes that really suit you, truly what you want. Stay positive, optimistic about these impending changes, and you will find that it all goes smoothly. Accept the change in your life, call upon the higher self, joyous experiences, go your own way, peace, love, and joy. Accept the change, call upon your higher self, and enjoy the challenges and experience to be had. Go your way in peace, love, and joy. So it doesn't sound like we were just talking about soul contracts. It doesn't sound like you can get out of this. It sounds like there's maybe a resistance, or it's somebody can't handle the truth. They don't want to accept the truth. I feel like the energy sees the truth. Someone wants to win here. I don't really see it in a negative way. But this is a really good change. You could possibly go from the 5 of Swords to the Sun. Yeah, so you have the Wheel of Fortune. So I don't think you can get out of this contract. And I'm not saying you have to pursue it per se like that. They're hard to get out of, but If two people are talking about it and two people are being honest, at that point, spirit can then shut it down and move on to the next one. So with that whole read, I don't know if there was all honesty there, because if it's almost like spirit now is like, all right, well here you go, you're gonna have the dark night of the soul. So maybe there wasn't honesty there. Maybe there was manipulation, or you could have tested them, they could have tested you. I don't think my spirituals would have tested. You could have done it without even realize you were testing. Because I feel like at a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you guys are in the depth. So I don't know what type of depth you're in, but it's speaking volume. And I don't think somebody was looking at the depth. And if they are, they didn't see it, or they went against it. Tell me about this Five of Swords real quick. Prince of Cups. Yeah, no, this is somebody that wants to make something work, or they got feelings, or it's an apology. Maybe you just don't see it coming with the Tower and the Seven of Swords reversed. Somebody's going to reveal something. So it's almost like they put the guard up, or they blocked it. I don't think it was intentional manipulation. I think somebody didn't look deeper, or somebody lied about what they see. That's typically an apology. So something's going to be revealed with the Tower here, with the King of Pence. But right now they could just be holding back, or they're just really trying to hold on. Oh my god, my foot is numb. Oh my goodness. Okay. They're leaving at 8:30. I know we're close. I don't want to start another reading though. I don't think there's anything more to kind of read on this though. I just kind of feel like I don't think this is like a hold on for one more day. I know that things will change. I don't think it's like that. I think it's like with the Nine of Pence. It's like, yeah, something's going to come back around with the Six of Cups. It's either they're going to apologize. It could be shocking. But you're dealing with the King of Pence. You're dealing with somebody that's all money, guys. Or they have a shit ton of earth in their chat, which can be difficult. I don't really think it's talking about Capricorn season per se, but when somebody has a lot of certain elements in the chat, transitions can be difficult, especially earth. I do see a big turnaround in Capricorn season for everyone, not just, Cappies. I feel like more people are going to understand the Capricorn energy, though. It's like you're going to get a dose of like your Capricorn energy, which is for me is kind of thrilling because I got a Capricorn moon and I can find it very difficult to relate because my emotions are not Capricorn. My moon is surrounded by um, Scorpio, multiple Scorpio. Um, your moon represents your gut, your emotions, your feelings. Um, so, get what I'm saying? So, if somebody has a lot of earth, but anywho, what I'm trying to say is I think everybody this Capricorn season might be something in regards to the moon, something you're not seeing, or because I find it difficult to have a Capricorn moon. I always have with my other placements because my other placements wanna take over. So I can be extremely emotional on one sense if it's practical to me, then there's a lot of passion behind that practicality that comes out, whether it's a good emotion, a frustrated, a sad emotion. I really wouldn't say it's like a stubborn trait of mine because I don't really think I'm stubborn, to be honest. And people may beg to differ, but those are people who really don't know me because I'd rather compromise. I'd rather find an understanding. Who wants to constantly stand their ground or their God like that? One thing to stand your ground, but I'm like, who wants to continue to stand in God? Like nobody. There's no way to live, right? So I think that's why with where I go next with career, because Capricorn's a lot about, career, financial, that type of stuff too. There needs to be a lot of passion. There needs to be something there in order for me to create, build. I have to feel the passion, find it. If it's not there, if I don't get a sense of, if I don't get a sense of something, it doesn't work for me. It won't work. It won't last. That makes sense. So I'm excited to move into this Capricorn season because I really feel like everybody's gonna feel it differently. It's not the normal Cappy season. It's gonna be pretty fucking potent. I think I stopped and took a little break around 51, right? I question mark that. What's that Earth in a couple minutes when I go upstairs? They're leaving in a couple of minutes. Doesn't make any sense to start down here. Um, so I'll timestamp that. But I always it was always kind of hard for me to work with my Cappy moon because I have Sag next to it too. It's just the only one that I ever, Merry Christmas. It's the only one I ever was kind of like, oh, you gotta be kidding me, or where is it? I don't think I put it in here. My life path is in here. I absolutely love that. You guys should definitely invest in that. But This is the one thing that always threw me off, where it said Cappy and my moon. I'll read it to you real quick. I'm good at like investigative work, that type of stuff, because this is where my Scorpio is. I have Scorpio again surrounding those particular houses, so let's see. I don't think I'm gonna have time. I gotta go up and help them in a second. It's all out of order. That's weird. It should be right there. Yeah, like out of all that paperwork, it's just missing my sun and moon page. Strange, right? Uranus and Scorpio. Uranus, 12th house. I'm missing the first page. Unbelievable. But really, honestly, go look up your chat, guys. It really is so worth it. All right, let me scoot them out. And the more I kind of like understand and look at things, and I read it, I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's not always easy to incorporate it. Stay. Okay. I love this sweatshirt. I love this sweatshirt. I got a lot of Taurus in my chat too. I know Taurus can be pretty stubborn. Scoop, Max. Stay. Good boy. Come on. Sometimes, honestly, I think Cappy can be really misunderstood. and sometimes a lot more stubborn than Taurus, believe it or not. Because Taurus, you're working with different elements. Cappy, you're working with one. I mean, there's so many different ways I can break that down too. Okay. You want some ice? Want ice cube? Okay. All right. What's the next lineup? Earth. Ooh, I just said lineup. It brought me to football, but it also brought me to not even planets. It brought me to like alien life. Reptilian energy. Okay. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Weekend energy. Hey, Papa. Have a cootie. Have a cootie. Oh, thank you. With your half a jaw. He's so cute. He's so cute, guys. With his little half a jaw. No bites. Where's your toys, baby? Let's get a toy. So you're busy. What do you want? How about I gave him his antler. He should be situated. All right. Could be something with a deer. Only because I gave him his antler. And then before I actually said antler, I looked at that deer. But then I just got pulled to not Dear John. Tractor. Deer tractor. Tractor deer. Deer tractor trailer. What is that? Deer. Is it a name of like a deer? Isn't it the name of like an equipment? Like Dear John? No, that's a movie. Tractor trailer? Deer? Okay. Tractor trailer deer gear? Equipment is what I meant. But I said gear. Or tractor trailer is a store, but so that's deer equipment, deer. Yeah, that thing. Is it just deer? John Deere. Okay. Oh, thank you. So it is John. So I did Dear John and then, okay. So John might be relevant. Or, no, I think it's a Deer. But no, John's got to be relevant. Because I said two different things. Both Deer, both John. John Deere. I think my dad uses that stuff for like hunting too. But it just could be construction equipment. But something with John. Or farming. I don't. That's a message for you guys. It could be Dear John, as in like you're going to get a love letter. It could be John Deere, as if there's going to be some type of construction going on. It could have to do with physical deer and hunting. So 3 different things to go off of there, but there's also something with a farm. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, this whole farm thing has been coming in and out for about a month now. So, and I just looked at my mother's African violets. And some are alive and some are dead. So I'm just going to turn the plant. So maybe it's the sun. Okay, that's very strange. Only one is alive and the rest is dead. I don't know if I overwatered the plant. But let me pull, let me pull out these. I think it's something I did. Can you overwater a violet, an African violet? I think you can. I don't want these on the table. But look at, only one is alive and the rest are dead. I could have overwatered them. I want to say that's something that you can overwater. And I did give it a little extra. All right. I only looked in that direction, so you got a lot of channeling. I only looked in that direction because of, that's where the duck was when the farm energy came in. But I feel like it's something with plants too, because that white Orianda came in with the first read, and then an African violet just came in. I want to say the white Orianda is from Africa, isn't it? So there might be a reference to Africa here. Where is... What's the origin of the white Orianda? Actually, I think I'm thinking of the white orchid. China, Japan. What's the origin of the white orchid? It's not even tell. This one? White orchids. Japan. Oh, no, it's just bringing in Japan. It's not really telling me. Yeah, Japan. Ancient Greeks to Victorians, Aztecs. What's the origin of an African violet? I want to say Africa for sure, but Tanzania. It's also the Roman name. I'm thinking of a white flower from Africa. Which white flowers are located in Africa? I think it starts with an O. No, got an iris. It's not what I was thinking of, though. Okay, so I don't understand that, but I feel like it's speak land. Like the soil's not rich or something. Like I don't. Can you overwater an African violet? I mean, you can overwater anything. African violet should be allowed to dry out between each watering for best results. Overwatering can kill a plant. Yeah, see, that was me. Too much wet soil. I did that. I'm hoping it comes back to life. I hope my mother doesn't see it. It was because 3 weeks ago, and she just got out of the hospital again, and she was walking around, and I was watering the plants, and she was explaining the origin of each plant to me. So there's something with plants with you guys. Really, really, I got goosebumps. Strongly symbolic for you right now. But there's like a cutting in the living room. It's actually in here too. I love it. That plant right there. This is a cutting, which is the same plant right here. And it's everybody thinks it's the big tall one, but it's not. Oh Jesus! Did I overwater that too? Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be in trouble. But this cutting came from her great grandmother 80 years ago, and there's 4 of them. I want that one, but she wants me to have the one in the living room. Stop it. I am going to show you the one in the living room because it might be symbolic to you guys. It's a plant thing, but to me, it's something with soil. I overwatered that one because it's near the fireplace. But it's not. Well, it might be this one. She wanted me to have this one. This one I think is like 40 years old. It's hard to get. I don't know what this one is, but it's cool. She loves African violet. She kind of has those everywhere. She has a shit ton of orchids. But basically, she was going around the house. What do you need, Loki? Wait, a couple more plants I wanted to show you, but it doesn't matter. Those weren't the ones that were relevant. So, I don't know what everybody wants to hear about plants, but if they listen, they listen. Could be something with 444 with you guys. It's with land though, but she shouldn't. Basically, the moral of my story, she shouldn't have been walking around telling me this, but she knows I love plants, and there's certain ones that are mine, but there's certain ones that she wants me to have. I mean, I'd take them all. I love plants. My house is always full of plants. It's just life force. I just love it. But anybody know what plant this is? This was my Nana's, but it was her Nana's, and it's so delicate. We don't know what it is, but it needs to be rerooted. But my mom's nervous to reroot it, and we don't know what it is. So if anybody has an idea, I mean, I guess I could always download one of those apps. So, oh, my mom's phone is ringing. Hi, you can't have that. What are you doing? Hi, pumpkin. Okay. No bites. No, go find something else to do. Loki, not right now. So again, Lokes, no. Land, soil. You want to go outside? I'm hoping. Unfortunately, guys, I'm going to have to grab him in a minute. It's not unfortunate, but another distraction. Now this feels like Virgo energy. I feel like I just wrote 1444, and now it's 118. Oh, 117. Let's just get this started, because let's get it started in here. There's definitely something with soil. I don't know if it's linked to the farm, the land. I don't know if we got some global messages here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, weekend energy. This energy's got a lot to say considering it's 3-day energy. I almost said a 3-day weekend, so I don't know if you guys have today off, Monday off. It just feels like a 3-day weekend. 6 of Wands. Page of Swords. I love the purple. I don't know what type of purple flower that is, but I'm liking it. And we got the moon. I feel like something's going to work out. Tell me about the 6 of Wands. There's a lot of orchids right there. No, those aren't even orchids. 2 of Wands, needing to make a decision, looking up here. So you're really in an introspection, or somebody else is. Ace of Cups, somebody really likes you, fond of you. Purple. It's very rare to have purple eyes, but some people do. And the Hermit, damn. This is quiet energy. And then you got the Page of Pence. It's definitely quiet energy. Water had the same type of vibe. And the dog's not barking. He's usually out there barking, playing, running around. So with concealment, introspection, that's where that silence is coming from, but it's a different type of silence. This is like, can't break the silence. Someone could have like that type of job with the Ace of Pence here, like secrets, can't say anything, detectives, investigators, government officials. So I feel like this 2 of Wands is actually looking up here with the Page of Swords, and this Page of Swords, the way I placed it, is actually looking at the Ace of Pence. I don't know. I wouldn't say that's ego, but Loki wants back in. I definitely feel like there's some type of determination here. So something is going to. I feel like something's going to correlate here, but I just got pulled to what is it? Coraline. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. And I'm not saying Coraline's a Scorpio, but it's my daughter's favorite movie, and she actually has something from Coraline tattooed on her. Oh, my daughter has the button tattooed on her. So there could be something with a tattoo here. This is very symbolic. Now you're working with plants and tattoos. I mean plants and I don't know. Good morning. Can you please send me a picture of your Coraline tattoo? She's a Scorpio. Her tattoos definitely have some depth to them. So I want to write this down as we go. It's either plants, it's either John Deere or a regular deer. You guys can figure it out. Plants, that could be / soil. It could be Africa. We also got Japan, which has my favorite tree, my cherry blossom. And then we have tattoos. I wouldn't say Coraline. I'm going to go button. Could be something with a button. So you get a lot of channeling here. But I feel Scorpio energy. It could be a feminine. You have karmic partner, deception. Again, karmic is just there's someone in your life that's karmic, or there's still something that's karmic, but with deception here, like it's no good. So that the moon is kind of like a no good feeling. So I don't know if you need to go in. It feels like it's probably more energy around you. This doesn't look like destruction. I'm not seeing all that. So be careful here, because I'm not even picking up on that freaking vibe. So you might have a very sneaky energy here. And it's multiple energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, weekend energy. We got fear. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, weekend energy. Someone could fear you have somebody else. Somebody could fear. It's just going to get into now. See, cycles, destruction. See, I feel like this is just your fear, your worry that you're going to repeat a cycle, because it doesn't feel like it's here. So I don't know if something's starting off very familiar to you. There's so much depth here, guys. There's so much depth here. It's pulling me back to the picture of like the blood that I showed you. Like that, it's every zodiac can go deep, but it's starting with your Scorpio placement this weekend. It's the depth. Not just Scorpios go that deep. Caps are deep. There's a lot of signs that are deep. Libras are deep. Anything you're passionate about is deep. So I hate equating a zodiac to certain characteristics, because it's only to an extent. Like when people are like, oh, the most psychic, like Pisces, the Scorpio. Like, no, no. You could be a damn Aquarius with lots of Sag, and it's where your placement is, and it's linked to what planet. And it drives me nuts when readers do that. That's why I was like real careful, like it's with the Scorpio, but like I do feel Scorpio. And it's not because of just the depth. I think this is your own fear. Let's get one more. What's the moon? Try to tell me what the moon is. Because I kind of feel like a freshness there. Yeah, so it could be, again, fear. Somebody could be keeping an eye on you. Something just seems like really familiar. Something just is kind of like out of whack or feels out of whack. Or somebody's hiding how they feel or what they see for you, what they want. So they're just watching you third party. Again, it could be work, a person. It's just some type of distraction, renovation, new direction. The answer is yes. So this is definitely your own fears. And it got pulled to the channeling again. So I don't know if you're dealing with a channeler or it's just something with plant, soil, deer, John, Africa, Japan, tattoos, button. It could be movies or a love letter, only because of Dear John. But I just got pulled to blonde hair, so it could be something with blonde hair. Lonnie's got blonde hair too. But movies, you did have 2 movies come in. You had Coraline and Dear John. I think it's more plants than flowers, but you can add flowers into that equation. And I don't know if I mentioned a hummingbird, but I meant to say a hummingbird early, and I don't think I did, only because it was linked to my own work over here. But I was like, do I mention it or not? I don't know if I did, but there is a hummingbird right there. So it could be, okay, so it's birds. And I know because spirits pulling me to my mom's birds over there on the wall. So it could be birds, it could be blackbirds. To me, it's just birds, okay? Could be anything with wings, because if you think about it, you got wings there of a dragon, you got wings there of a bat or whatever those are. You got butterfly wings here, you got hummingbird wings there. Got angel wings there. And I'm getting pulled to like did an alien or something come in the beginning of this too? I don't know if they got wings, but. There's a very familiar or similar storyline to something here, guys. I feel like your intuition's telling you no, but someone can have a bird tattoo, a butterfly tattoo, some type of dark meaning behind a tattoo. The moon and the hermit, man, that's going within. Like that's deep energy. Deep. So there is some type of depth with you and somebody, or just your thoughts of romance. I don't know if somebody's in your life and you're like, no, fuck that. Look at that. I just looked at that as a teardrop, and it's not. It's from my coffee. And I almost picked that up and saw Dear John. That's a tornado. It could be something with, there could be weather here. I did feel something global, but there's been a string of tornadoes, but so I don't know if there was an argument, if this just, you feel like it's Tell me about destruction. The vibe I'm getting that's hard for me to spit out for some reason, I keep trying to tell you, is like either at work, love, something. It it feels like a repeat. Not the fear, but whatever you're experiencing in general. Like a feeling, a decision. Good thoughts, bad thoughts, positive thoughts, negative thoughts. Because this is deep, it's heavy. So say you meet somebody and it's like, oh my God, you're just like my past experience, or it's gonna go down the same way it did with that one, or like no fucking no way. Been there, done that, learned that. Remember when we talked about the new energy coming in yesterday in one of the reads? Where I looked at spirit, I was like, no, thank you. Nope, not doing this, not repeating that, not holding anybody's hand, yada, yada. So it's something like that where it's like you think someone's showing their true colors. It could be ego, it could be a mask, but it's like you've seen enough where it makes you feel like you're just going to repeat the cycle. And this is with somebody new. It's not with this person that you've constantly repeated cycles with. And it's not like we want to, but it's just somehow it always gets repeated and repeated because you give somebody the benefit of the doubt or something. So it's something like typical that keeps happening. Tell me about destruction. So to me, it doesn't feel like, oh, I ruined it, or it could be somebody else's vibe, but like, oh, I ruined it. It feels more like a thought here. Yeah, see, 8 of Cups walking away. So it's one or the other. But it's linked to fear. Maybe it's not getting the answers you think you should be getting, or the feeling you think you should be feeling. Because it's like, do I want a new start? Do I not? Will it work out? Will it not? Do I really want to go in a new direction? It's you and somebody else. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a work situation. It could be a lover situation. It could be a friend situation. It could be a family scenario. It could be even family. And I know they're head to head, but I mean, it could be family where it's just like you're not seeing eye to eye and always bumping fucking heads. And, but that bond is there. It's like with parents, you have that bond. It's like a mother-child, like that bond never goes away. But there's always changes, transitions. There's always, get what I'm saying? So there is a bond because the third eyes are touching. And I've never looked at that card like that. So there is a bond here with somebody. This doesn't feel like self-sabotage either, though. It doesn't feel like you want to introspect either, though. It's like you already wrote it off. Tell me about the Hermit. So this is definitely in regards to you, somebody else. Queen of Cups reversed. Justice reversed. So something is going down this weekend or already happened where it's emotional. It's shedding tears, crying. Oh yeah, I felt a teardrop. I didn't feel a teardrop. It looked like a teardrop. So you might cry this weekend. You could be releasing the past. You could be, I don't think you're crying because you're scared of that, but it's emotional. But it's deep, guys, because it's near the Hermit. And then you got the Moon. That's emotional too. So it's deep. Maybe you just don't want to go to that depth. But with Justice reversed, again, it's just you're not having it. I don't know if you feel stabbed in the back or it's just not fair, but I don't see energy here you being like, it's not fair. I don't see anything petty here. There's nothing petty. There's nothing dramatic. You know what I mean? You could be dealing with a Virgo and they're upset, but this looks more like the feminine. And again, justice reversed with the Prince of Wands. So I don't know if Prince of Wands is typically like a messenger. I don't know if there was like a misunderstanding with communication but this doesn't look like a misunderstanding. Tell me about recognition. You might not be seeing it, but somebody else is. You just don't, it's concealed. But there's something that's upsetting you. Three of Cups reversed. It's something that's upsetting you. Could be the Three of Cups, usually happy-go-lucky, reconciliation, friends, hanging out, having fun. Four of Pence. So it's somebody is holding on or holding back. You got the Knight of Wands, like it's not worth fighting for. Six of Wands reversed. Like, to me, you're just saying like it's not worth fighting for. It's not worth investing your time. It's upsetting. So someone is going to upset you this weekend where you might cry. It just could be frustrating. I feel frustration. I'm not feeling a shit ton of tears though. I mean, you might like, I don't know, you might do like one tear and then like it's not worth crying. Like I'm telling you, it's something like, but I don't see your God being here either. This is going to hit differently for everybody because you're not happy about a situation, but you're not seeing something or somebody's not seeing something, but it's upsetting you. You're going to walk away from something if you haven't yet. It just doesn't, it's not worth it to you. It's not worth the arguing. It's not worth fighting for. It's not worth putting effort into. This is how somebody's feeling like. But I think it's coming from a past cycle. See what I'm saying? Now, have this energy disappointed you more than once? Then yeah, you're like, fuck that. But I feel that you're fearing this is something that has the same sense of familiarity or been there, done that. But I don't even know if it's with the same person. See what I'm saying? Tell me about the Six of Wands, because you're like, no. And somebody is looking at you like, yeah, maybe. Four of Cups, yeah. So again, it's like bored, not wanting to take the offer. Did I miss the offer? Did I not? So I don't know if it's you or somebody else, but the Prince of Pence, right? You got the Page of Swords. So they might even be emotional too with it being the Four of Cups. But it's like, this energy is like, did I miss an opportunity or the opportunity has been missed? It doesn't feel like this energy. What is the Four of Cups? Because it's like, here's the deal. It's like the ships are in, but either you don't want it or they don't want it, or somebody fears rejection. Queen of Wands. No, it's more like and then the Empress. Yeah. So I think your energy is actually intimidating because the Queen of Wands and the Empress together is with the Three of Wands. That's like your future. You're not fucking around. It's a very strong energy. I don't think there's two women here. I think this is you. Strong, independent. Like this is your future. You're not fucking around when it comes to your future. But see, the Three of Wands, and I thought I said Three of Cups. See, the Three of Wands is like your ships are in, cabs are here. And then with this Four of Cups is like your ship is here. It's docked. It's waiting. It doesn't know what to do, but it's almost like you're not taking it, but it's like victorious energy, but it's like this energy is like I'm victorious on my own. That would be a really good boss, entrepreneur, mother. It's nice energy. The Queen of Wands and the Empress together is really solid. So it's almost like the way someone's looking at you. But I don't know if somebody fears rejection or it's just like will they want it, will they not? This is Page of Swords. So, I mean, somebody is like watching you, whether it's social media, whether it's a neighbor, a friend, somebody knows what's going on. Someone's definitely like investigating. I mean, somebody could be looking at your finances. So this could be worked. Could be looking at a spreadsheet. The Three of Swords, but no, see, disappointed. Like somebody, you got the Star here too. So I don't. It's almost like disappointed they missed an opportunity or they didn't jump on an opportunity. It looks like somebody missed an opportunity with you, as if somebody had something planned or situated and then it never got executed. So somebody feels like they missed an opportunity to have a new start with you. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, somebody must have not have spoken up. Because this energy feels like they missed an opportunity. Or they're looking at you and they know you're upset. That kind of seems more like it. Because I forgot that this was here. So there's an energy that knows you're upset. I don't think that's a bad thing. It's probably quite obvious with the Eight of Cups. You're like, I don't even think it was something very destructive. It could have been. Again, this feels like you're freaking definitely like psychoanalyzing something here, or somebody else's, or they think you are. This energy knows you're bent out of shape. Tell me about cycles. It doesn't look like they're talking to you though, but they know. It's almost like they know they kind of messed up here too. Four of Swords. So this is breaking a cycle with the Two of Swords, but it's like being indecisive. And then you got the Ten of Wands and the Two of Cups. And then Strength. So yeah, something went down. And then you got the Five of Wands. It's very up in the air. You don't know. Tell me about the Two of Wands. So you're going in a new direction. Somebody else is going in a new direction. I don't think you're looking at this energy, but this energy is looking at that. It's kind of like all linked. There's definitely a link here. So it could just be a broken connection. Six of Cups. Yeah, somebody from your past that wants to come back. Somebody's making a decision on whether to speak up, come back around, offer a new opportunity. Because they're looking at you as pretty fucking solid, but they also know you're pretty upset. So I don't know if you were crying on the phone, if you told them you were crying. Because I feel like with the Hermit, you might be hiding your feelings. Or you're sharing them because they know you're freaking upset. But see, you got the Five of Swords. I don't think it's being manipulated. It's like the Prince of Swords. It's like the same energy. Like I don't know if there's no balance here. Like, I mean, it's a given. It's almost like they feel like, because typically that's a talker, but it's someone feels like if they talk or say something, it's just going to be the Five of Swords. So I don't like that energy either, because it's somebody that just thinks if I reach out, it's just going to be an argument. And they don't know if that's a fact or not. They do know that your feelings are hurt. They do know you're pretty bent out of shape about something. So if you guys didn't get in a fight or there wasn't like a shit show, because you either, to me, you walked away or you're about to walk away, like you're about to throw, it feels like more like you're about to throw your hands up with something, like you just, enough's enough, like it's not getting anywhere, it's not going anywhere. Like I just feel like you're dealing with somebody who's not grounded, even though they look solid, because they're not even showing their face. This could be the masculine from the water read, but I don't, that their face was everywhere. But right now, they're not even showing their face. This is more all about the feminine energy. So you could be dealing with some type of arrogance from somebody in your ish. There was definitely, I keep hearing misunderstanding, but it doesn't feel like a misunderstanding, guys. So I don't, it doesn't feel like a misunderstanding. Tell me about the Ace of Cups, because the past wants to kind of come back around, but they know they hurt you. And they are concealing, they are hiding something and concealing something from you. And it's like, I think you know it. So this might just be like a broken friendship right now. And you're pretty bent out of shape. You might not even be crying. It's just, you're just really bent out of shape. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. But then it's like, no, because that's how they're sensing you. Or you're dismissing an opportunity that can work out, and you're just in the Queen of Wands Empress. But if that's the case, you're solid. You can still be solid and emotional. So to me, it's got to be the way they're looking at you. Ace of Cups, because you're pretty bent out of shape. Like it's like, but there is a broken cycle here, but it doesn't feel like a broken cycle. Judgment, yeah. So either you're making a judgment call or somebody else is making a judgment call with the World here. And then the Hierophant. So I don't know if it's in regards to relationship, religion, or again, there could be a lesson here with the Prince of Wands, because you have the Prince of Wands that keeps showing up at the bottom of the deck, but I don't know if they're going to show up this weekend. It doesn't look like it. It looks like they're just kind of more or less thinking about it. Doesn't really look like they're going to communicate this weekend. I mean, there could be, but I don't. I mean, they could. I don't want to just leave you with this because I know you're bent out of shape. So I'm trying to kind of give you a little more insight because I don't want you to be in this energy. But maybe you want to be with, because the Ace of Cups, to me, it's almost like you made a judgment call to end something, walk away. But then you got the Hierophant. So again, I don't know, like, especially if this is a soul contract. I don't see it, but it feels like there's a soul contract. But I don't want to keep touching base on that. But the world can also be a congratulations, lesson learned, you made the right judgment call, new doors are opening. But it could be the opposite too, where you're making a judgment call where you don't want to even allow your feelings to, like, your feelings got hurt. And you're like, fuck this. I'm done with you hurting my feelings. I think there's a lesson, but I don't see a lesson here. It's very mysterious energy. You could be blocking this energy. I mean, I feel like you're fucking, your feelings are hurt, you're bent out of shape. Somebody hurt you with their words or their lack of words, or it's, let's break these 3 cards down real quick with the Ace of Cups. What's judgment? No, that's an obvious. It's either you, them, is making a judgment call. What's the world? So to me, it's like wrapping it up, but you got spring, one more for the world. Fucking what's with these seasons? Winter, spring, summer, and fall. You could have got an argument last spring, and now you're in another argument this winter. Something must have happened in the spring. I don't. Well, you're dealing with someone who's born in the swing. You're dealing with somebody who's either born in the spring or the winter. It's something with seasons, though. Seasons change and we're running in circles. Yeah, see, I don't know. There might. Oh, fuck, man. Yeah, see, I'm telling you, this is something linked to this, because you're like, no, I am not repeating the same fucking thing again. Because there wouldn't be a lesson here saying, oh, yeah, well, we want you to start it to see if it changes or to see if it's any different. No, there's not a fucking lesson there. Been there, done that, learned that, not getting tricked into that bullshit. I'm telling you, you probably are dealing with somebody who's arrogant, or they lied to you, or they're keeping something from you. You're very intuitive. You know, it's like you're not going to fucking settle for a fucking page or a knight. You're just not. You want a fucking solid king, or you want the fucking emperor to actually play the role of the fucking emperor. You know, you're dealing with somebody who's got like a mask on, and it's like you can sense it, but you're just like, fuck it. Like, I don't got time for this shit. That's what this is. I got zero time for this and that. Like, this isn't you going within, like, did I make a mistake? Am I not feeling like this is no. You had a connection with somebody. This could be your best friend, guys, or a lover. It doesn't matter. There was a connection. Apparently, that connection was broken, mistreated, something, ignored. It's a given. They're very aware that they hurt your feelings. So I don't blame you here. Because again, like I said, like, I don't see how this could be a lesson. Because it's not like, oh, I did that with somebody else. Let me see if this is actually gonna be different. Because it could be. No, we don't start things like coulda, shoulda, woulda. Not if lessons been learned already. So this person has either hurt you in the past, and now they're hurting you again. I don't know if it's 3 strikes you're out, or it's like 2 strikes you're fucking out, because this isn't a fucking ball game. You don't even get 3 strikes. So there's something that went down in the spring between you two, or between you and somebody else. And it just feels like, oh, I just did this with another friend. Fuck this shit. Like, That's the same exact vibe I was trying to vibe here in the very beginning. One more for the world. So, but again, the world is the world. Like you're making the call to shut it down, so new doors opening. So no, see, this is guided, yeah. But see, somebody's wearing a mask. I could feel it. I said it in the very beginning. To me, I don't think it's you. I really don't. So it is an unfortunate situation here, guys. So there is a little pause. I'm gonna leave this mask out because I feel it. And it's I feel like it's more linked to like the energy over here. I don't think this is you hiding how you feel. But to me, this isn't a pause. It is like Spirit saying it's a pause. I don't know if the other person's looking at it like a pause, but I'm telling you right now, this is not a pause to you. I don't know if somebody's looking at you at the Queen of Wands, but you're really the Empress. So if this person thinks they can come in and flirt their way back or, you know, sexting, that type of stuff. Because sometimes the Queen of Wands could be looked at as, well, it's the Queen of Wands, right? But sometimes she's the one that's like playful, friends with benefits because it benefits the situation more than a relationship would. She could be a side chick, she could be a mistress, but she's so much more. The Queen of Wands is feisty, intelligent, intuitive, seductive. Like she's amazing. But I don't know if they were looking at you as like a prize or something. So because at the bottom of the deck you were actually the Empress. So I don't know if somebody underestimated you, thought they could just hook up. Something might feel like a hookup. I don't see sex here, but it is the Queen of Wands. There was a connection, and I'm telling you, like, the connection's not there. But here's the thing. The bond will be there. The bond doesn't go away, but the connection is lost. And it looks like somebody's not putting the effort in and somebody's lying about something. And to me, you sense it and you're just saying, fuck this shit. And I don't blame you. This came through in yesterday's read. Not just like this, but pretty fucking similar, where I even used my own words like, oh, hell no, Spirit. Like, I'm not holding nobody's fucking hand. I don't know. No. But this looks like somebody was guided into your life more than, it doesn't look like you were supposed to be guided out, but someone's hiding something and you have another energy on the board where it's pretty upsetting, and that upsetness could turn into like anger, resentment, bitterness. You're not fucking having it. This isn't little. This person might think you're just having a little bit of a tiff. This isn't little, because my women they're smart. This isn't just like I'm pissed off and I'm calling it fucking quits. No, not with this energy. This is, you're putting thought into this. Like, you're the hermit. When you go in, you're the hermit, you come out, you're in a whole nother fucking world. Like, this isn't little. So I don't know if somebody thinks like this is just like a little tiff and you'll be back. Like, I don't think somebody understands the depth that you're in or you feel. Say you were with somebody and this was intimate and you guys used to have this amazing bond connection, that you had depth between you two. Yes, that came in with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, the depth. Like, somebody just looked at the surface. But you are able to relate to this person. Say it's almost like writing poetry or writing something, and this person used to always be able to decipher that, and this time they bypassed it. So I almost think you're testing the energy, but you don't even realize you're testing the energy. But then when you do realize that you put emotion and depth there in this connections are important, and then you realize that this person is not connecting to you anymore. It is pretty fucking upsetting. I know exactly what's happening here. I almost want to say, like, how many people know what this is? It is a given that you know exactly what this is. I don't even need to say that. So I don't know why I said that. I don't know if it's the other person saying this. This is exactly what this is. I don't think that, but I'm telling you, this person doesn't know the depth that you're experiencing. So I think they think your walk away is nothing. And if they know you, I don't see this person, I don't see them here. So, but I don't think they think that you're serious. And that's got to be frustrating because it's like they're kind of looking at you as the Queen of Wands, but you're really the fucking Empress and you're forced to be fucking reckoned with. It doesn't matter if they're inspired by you or they're fond of you. Like it doesn't, someone fucked up. And it's like they just don't want to own it. It's something like that. But I will tell you, this is a guided connection, but it's not there anymore. Again, the bond is there. The bond can't be broken. But the loyalty is not there. The connection is not there. The trust is not there. It just does not feel connected. It's not there. And somebody is just fucking naive to it, and it's got to be aggravating. It's almost like they're neglecting you. It sucks. So hang in there, guys. I don't think this is like you're going to be crying for days and weeks. I think it's you already put your foot down, and it's like you gave this person ample opportunity, or you brought something up and they bypassed it, and it's you don't got tolerance for it because this is not the first time they hurt you. Something happened in the spring. Something's about to go down if it hasn't already. Maybe somebody just needed to walk a different path for a little while because they had a fucking lesson to learn. Because they're going to feel like they missed an opportunity. But here's the thing. Is it a missed opportunity on their end? Like, they're looking at you like the fucking Queen of Wands. Like, they hit it. They got what they wanted. Some of you, not all of you. This person's not a complete fucking asshole. You have a connection. Tell me about the Hierophant. Family. No, this is a family situation. Communication and yes. So I don't know where this family is coming from. So this is pulling me to religion. The Hierophant's usually the priest. And then you got commitment. So I don't know if somebody is waiting for their family approval. I don't know what that is. You got commitment, mute, pause. I mean, there's definitely a pause before an offer, but there's been some damage that's been done because you lost the connection. And if this person doesn't pick up on that, because if they're naive to this, this connection's over. It looks over. But it feels like it can be fixed. But I don't think it could be fixed, not this weekend, because to me, I don't think they can come in and attempt to maybe talk to you, but it doesn't look like you're going to resolve anything this weekend because you're pretty fucking bent out of shape. Yeah, you used to be able to have some type of depth with somebody, and it's not there. It's gone. It's not gone. That bond will always be there, but right now it's like you can't be bothered. There's something with trust or loyalty. I don't know if they broke your trust, or I don't see cheating or anything. It might just feel like a betrayal, you know? Like, this is somebody that you always thought you could, like, really rely on, a soulmate, again, friend, lover, family. It's You just always thought you could rely on this person. So it's just a big letdown. It just sucks that I see you this upset. Because somebody else just doesn't see it. And I guess it's just the way it's meant to be right now. So this could be one of these situations where you were guided out. You did need to make a judgment call. So I don't think this is saying like you made the wrong judgment call. Um, it's almost like a calling. There's a calling here actually with this judgment. So it could be a universal judgment call. It might not even be yours. There's a calling. It's pulling me to Manifest, that movie. They have callings. I haven't seen that in a long time. It's like the trumpets are calling you and the angels are calling you in. Someone's being called in. Could be you to like go within. But this isn't like one of those situations like go within and see if I'm right or wrong. Like, no. So I don't think that message is for you. This is just, it's a calling, especially with guide being here. It's a calling. So it's almost like the door was supposed to open, but you guys were on two different pages. I don't even know. Yeah, two different pages, but not really is what I'm hearing. So somebody might assume like you just wanted to like be together or be in a relationship or come together. Like, I don't know, there might be assumption here, and that's not what was bothering you. Somebody doesn't know what's really bothering you. And I don't know if it just feels awkward for you to explain. You don't even want to bother, because I think the type of connection you had with somebody is, why bother explaining? If you don't know why I'm really upset, then you don't feel the need to explain, because you don't feel that bond. There's a disconnection. So you're not going to sit and explain why you're hurt, but they know you're hurt. I mean, somebody might try to communicate with you, hit you up, text you. You could be with your family. You could be at church. You could be doing something seasonal. You could be doing something. You could be doing some type of Christmas activity with the Hierophant being here. I mean, or this is an official, an ancestor bringing you guys together. So maybe you guys were lovers at one point and you're meant to just be friends. You're more like family, brother, sister. Not for all of you, but like, I just think you might be doing something with the family and there's like a phone call that comes in or a text message, or somebody could say to you like, hey, you're like family. I don't want to lose you. I don't want this to happen. But I almost think you might get insulted if someone's like, oh, like family? Oh, you like fucking your brother? You like fucking your sister? You see what I'm saying? Like, you're, yeah, you're more emotional than pissed. So I think the anger already came in. Someone really you're just hurt by this situation. Um, I think there's a religious factor here. Like, somebody could be Catholic, somebody could be Christian, somebody could be Muslim, and you're spiritual, which, I mean, you could be anything you want to be. Um, there is something with religion here, guys. I don't see it being a huge issue, but I don't know if somebody's using religion. It's like they're blocking their own happiness. Somebody's using religion for an excuse. Someone could be using family as an excuse. Nah, I think it's the way they were raised. And I think they're using it as an excuse. Like, oh, my religion, my background, what I grew up with, how I feel, how I feel like I should walk my path in life. Fuck that shit. Why? Because it's based off a fucking Bible. Are you kidding me? So see, I don't want to insult belief here, but that's the vibe I'm getting. Is they're using their religion as an excuse. Well, I was brought up, Christians, especially Christians. The last person I dated fucking off and on for a couple of years was fucking Christian. He always threw like something in, and it's like, the fuck? Anywho. But it's like, which is so crazy because Christianity came from fucking, paganism. It's just fucking like, what the? Like, if people actually knew the real fucking history and took their fucking head out of the fucking Bible, like, because this is belief based on family. This is belief based on tradition. This is belief based on, I was born, I'm Catholic, I did the communion, I did the first communion, I did, get what I'm saying? I had to go to CCD. Why? Because my family wanted me to. I had to get baptized. Why? Because my family wanted me. It's what we do. That's what this is. So someone's using it as an excuse. It's their own blockage. It is, everybody has different excuses. This seems to be this person's excuse. And they might throw that in your face this weekend. I would hope not. I just don't understand. Here's the thing. If you've had this bond and you've had this friendship and you've always been spiritual and they've always been Catholic or Christian or Muslim or Hinduism, like, it doesn't fucking matter. If you've always been spiritual, why is there now an issue? It would only become an issue if there's deeper feelings that somebody is not talking about. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a fucking issue. Get what I'm saying? So I could get why you're upset, because this person is kind of making up an excuse in their head, as if like somebody won't accept you, or they're going against their belief. Does this person go to fucking church? Do they pray every night? You see what I'm saying? So it's almost like their own fear. Tell me about this Hierophant. Well, tell me about this excuse, because this is what this is. Solitude, unawakened. So they're not seeing something. You could be dealing with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, guys. Playing victim. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Because I really feel like this is like out of the fucking blue. It's like, where's this behavior coming from? Where's this attitude? Like, what happened? So it's like something's gone down in a period of time of like something you weren't aware of or something, and they're still in the energy. It's like, I don't really feel this person necessarily playing victim, but it is somebody using with somebody else in the family being like, you don't really want to like break the chains. You don't really want to like step out of like your own faith, do you? Like, it is something like that. It is. I don't really feel it like a restriction. Well, it is. It's not though, because this is an excuse for them. Because if it wasn't an excuse, let me just say this one more time. If it wasn't an excuse, like you guys wouldn't even have had a friendship. You wouldn't even have had a connection in the first place. Now all of a sudden they want to use religion? Get the fuck out of here. Clearly this person needed to walk a different path for a little while, because this is some bullshit. Like, this is something somebody just pulls out of their fucking ass and tries to run with it. It's like, nobody wants that stinky piece of little fucking toilet paper you forgot to fucking wipe from your ass crack. It's all fucking yours, buddy. Get out of here with this shit. I think you're dealing with somebody that's actually really conditioned and you never knew how conditioned they were. Or they're not really and they're just putting on this mask, this fake fucking persona. What, it was okay to sleep with you, it was okay to hang out, it was okay to become friends, but then all of a sudden, like, something more is happening or you can it's something linked to religion, and this it's just like they're baffled, like, but it is they're using it as an excuse. It's kind of destructive energy. It's this person's kind of self-sabotaging. It's very self-destructive energy, and you can feel it, and you're just not having it. You're just pretty bent out of shape, and I don't blame you. Tell me about the Hierophant. So family could be getting in the way. You could be dealing with the Leo. Tell me about the Hierophant. Or they're going to say something. They're going to give you some type of clarity. Two of Swords, a decision first, the Moon reversed. So somebody is going to give you clarity, or I just gave you clarity. Tell me about the family. Princess of Wands, reverse. This not the best communication or no message when you thought. So there's a feminine here with a Chariot. It could be a daughter. It could be I think that's probably more you guys and your with family not responding. I don't. This just might be your own clarity that I'm bringing to you, that there's a religious thing here that they're not talking about. But to me, they don't even need to talk about it because right now it's just an excuse. And to me, it's you're not going to entertain it unless this energy gives you some type of clarity. It could be like, I'm sorry, I was acting this way. I'm so, like, I don't know. You could be with your family when this person reaches out. They might want to try to communicate. They might want to offer like a get together or a time to talk or like something. Prince of Cups. It could be an apology with the Wheel of Fortune. So somebody does want, with the Nine of Pence, somebody does want to apologize and make something right. But there's a problem here because they're hiding a couple things from you. They might try to come in and speak the truth. So I hope it kind of, I don't know. I hope you guys can tell me about the Three of Swords. I hope you guys can maybe talk about it. Eight of Swords. So it's freeing yourself. That the High Priestess here, really again going within, letting go. But Three of Pentacles reverse, Five of Swords reverse. Like you're just kind of not putting the effort into this situation, or they know you're not putting the effort into this situation. But they don't want you to sit in this energy. They know you kind of freed yourself, so they do know you're kind of like, they know you let go and they know you're hurt and you don't want to put the effort in. You're not arguing. Like they know you're fucking hurt. The communication's coming in. Let's see if I can give you guys any advice with the communication that comes in. It almost looks like, too, if you kind of take an opportunity or consider it, I guess it depends on what type of communication. You could be happy, but you are going to be at your crossroads. You're not really going to know what to do. You have purge, forgiveness. So it does look like someone's going to ask for like an apology. So hopefully, you know, whatever this is, it raises your vibration, and it's just kind of, you're able to kind of just refocus on other things and kind of go your own way. I mean, you guys could be fixing this too and accepting an apology, and just, I guess it just really depends on the depth of this conversation, because I just feel like if you don't feel it, it's not really going to go anywhere. So if somebody can manage to lift the mask that they're wearing, you might have some luck resolving or mending a friendship. I guess that deception wants to keep. What is this deception? Because remember, we saw that in the beginning of the deck. Free will in a new direction. I don't know. I think you actually have shadow work and mute. I think you actually have a different energy here too. I don't know what's up with that. Let me just, what's that song? Carry on, carry on. Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be, let it be. Yeah, I think there's somebody else here. I don't know who it is. Let's just real quick, see what that is. It's not the same story. What is this deception? Paranormal curiosity. Is free will, new direction, shadow work, mute, commitment, observer. I don't know. This energy feels you could be wigging somebody out. All I know is that there's definitely a conclusion here of something. Because this is definitely like, let it go. This is the lies, the deception, trickery, manipulation. There is something here like that. To me, somebody knows your psychic abilities or your intuitive, like something with the paranormal here. I'm kind of like curious. But somebody still thinks like, to me, you might even have somebody blocked and somebody still thinks like you feel the same way they do. Ugh. It looks like you have an ex that's like stuck on you. And I feel like you probably went in a new direction. Tell me new direction. You could have chose to go in a new direction. Or somebody could be having like freaky stuff happen to them and they think it's you. Yeah, see, I don't know if somebody wants to stop it. You got the Nine of Pence, it's insecurities. Or they think you were somebody else with the King of Swords, Four of Swords, but it's like they're not really doing anything, but like they're definitely kind of be watching you. Four of Cups, new opportunity. Tell me about shadow work. Somebody could be thinking that you're creeping them out. Yeah, see, it's someone kind of tricking you that they want a new start. This is the Fool and the Magician together is sneaky fucking energy. But you might be somebody's happiness or like their light, or to me someone is like trying to trick you. Hold on. Well, somebody thinks you're fucking with them. Like, I don't know if that's like a haunting, if somebody thinks like some type of magic, or it's just the memory of you is haunting them. You blocked it, went in a new direction. The problem here, though, guys, is that somebody thinks you still kind of want to be with them or you feel the same way. Tell me about the mirroring. And to me, it's kind of like it's blocked. Yeah, there's no balance, there's no reconciliation. You know, yeah, somebody wants something to work out. But you walked away. You weren't happy with the Ten of Cups here. Tell me about mute. So you could be playing mute. You could have blocked the situation. But yeah, Five of Cups, they're pretty bent out of shape. I don't think that's you with the Six of Swords. To me, you moved forward. You're more solid. I hate to say it like that. It feels like karma's being delivered. Tell me about paranormal. Karma never forgets an address. So I don't know. They could be. Yeah, the High Priest. I don't know. It's like something didn't go in their direction. They thought like it's something you would always fight for, like you saw a future, but it didn't work out the way I think they thought it happening. Like you'd always be there. Princess of Wands. Yeah, you're not even communicating. You released yourself from this with the Tower. This is somebody that's just kind of avoiding. Is someone that brought you a lot of drama. There's no communication, lies, deception. They could have been another relationship, marriage, not learning lessons. Somebody from the past was still there. I don't know if they're trying to tell you it's not like that, blah, 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 blah. It's not moving forward with the Chariot. They need to be strong and go through their own shadow work right now. This is basically the overall messages here. This is kind of like a reap what you sow type energy. Could have to do with family. You know, soulmate, metamorphosis, muse, return, divine timing. This is you. This is you starting new. I don't know if it's part of this person's karma to watch you start to watch you move on in your life. I know that sucks. Yes, that sucks. That's a tough karma. We've all done that, right? We didn't want to let our catalyst go. We're like, no, right? But we grew and we learned, and we didn't make that mistake again, right? Yeah, Five of Swords. The overall energy is the Five of Swords. Somebody who just kind of wants to manipulate, not, avoiding certain situations, avoiding arguments, avoiding speaking the truth, avoiding making decisions. So I don't think it's anything you need to kind of be aware of. I think, I mean, it sucks, but we've all been through it. Watched other people move on, right? They probably had a chance at one point. Not everything is meant to be a catalytic situation, give somebody so many chances, and you can only get what I'm saying. Like, I mean, it could be somebody you don't even know, and it's like they could have a shit ton of regret that they chose wrong. It might not even be who you think it is. It could, for example, it could be my recent past. It could be my past before that. It could be my ex-husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's Mercury, it's feeling, it's Mars, it's a lot of things resurfacing, but this is somebody's karma to, unfortunately, watch you be happy. I mean, I really hate saying it like that, but that's just kind of how it had to go. You had to have been dealing with somebody extremely arrogant, egotistical, head up their ass, not really making the right decisions. Yeah, you're just vibing in a whole nother dimension, and you're not going to get involved with any type of third party shit or people that are more into fucking money or staying in certain situations for fucking money. Like, yeah, the answer is no. Fuck that shit. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is, and the divine is playing a part here. So it's out of your hands. But they might try to come in and trick you or manipulate you. If you have them blocked, they might try to call from an unknown number or use somebody else. Or, I mean, who knows? So just a little bit of a heads up there, because that energy does want to return. But you would definitely guide it out, and you're just transforming into, it's just like transforming. Because to me, it's actually transmuting the old energy. So there's that. So we're gonna do fire, 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 fire. I'm gonna go with no. I'm gonna go with no. I'm sorry, you're probably gonna just be disappointed, but I know that venue, and I'm not comfortable with you two being there by yourself, especially at that concert. Okay. Fire. Fire, 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 fire. I think I'm gonna come back and do fire, only because I think that yeah, the concert, the place where it's being held is called a venue. It's not about me not letting you go because it's rap, girlfriend. It has nothing to do with that. She should know better. This is about the venue. I've been there and done that, and it's kind of crowded. There's not too many outlets there. And if something goes down, you two are not going to know what to do. I know that for a fact. I feel it in my gut. If you can get an adult to go with you, then maybe. All right, I got to deal with this. I do know, I feel like my mother will probably be here. My mom and dad will be here, relatively soon. Um, and I don't want the reading to be interrupted. And I hate breaking up weekend energy, but it looks like there just needs to be a little bit of a break, I guess. It's better than an interruption, right? I don't know what the message would be there, but I'll be back within like 15 minutes, okay? I love you guys. I'll see you in 15. Bye.